Hello, let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku for October 26th, 2024. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. Okay, just glancing at the puzzle, I immediately saw that we have these two nines, so I'm just going to place that now since I see it. These two nines look into the box. These aren't 9, so there's only one place for 9 in the box. These two nines do look over, putting a 9 in one of these three. But now I'm going to go back up to this band, although there isn't much to see here. We do have this 7 and this 7, but that's not doing anything. A lot of 6s look into this box, so we can pencil 6s in one of these two. 4 and 6, there's nothing looking up through this 4 and 6. Wow, okay, yeah, I think I'm just going to move on to this next band, actually. So, okay, 1, 7, and 5. We do have 2 5s. Oh, we have 3 5s. Is there nothing here? 1, 7. I don't see anything to do here. That's crazy. There's a lot of givens. I mean, we got the 9 already. 2 and 1 look through here. So 2 and 1 are going to end up in these 3 cells. But what this tells me is that these 3 cells are going to be quite limited. So, because they see 4, 5, 9, 1, 2. So what's left? The 3, we have 4, 5. We need 6, 7, 8. So this one's not 6, this one's not 7. Still quite a bit. I'm looking for something to do here, but maybe moving on is the best thing. Let's just move on to the next band here. With so many givens, I thought there'd be something to do. These 5s look in, this 5 looks down. That places this 5. These 2 5s look up, putting a 5 in one of these two. Always try to follow up on place digits. 6 and 9 look through here. The 6 has a crossing. So this 6 looks down, this 6 looks in. Puts a 6 in one of these two. That's going to point, into this box. Going to point in this box along with this 6. This 6 looks in, it places this 6. These two 6s look in here, puts a 6 in one of these two. Very nice. Crossings are always nice. Could have also seen that as a hidden 6 in this column. So this 6 sees these 3, this 6 sees this one, and then this 6 sees here. So 6 is only one place in that column. That did reduce this row to 4 digits. I always like to glance at a row at least, if it's down to 4 open cells or fewer. We need 2, 3, 7, 8. So we're just looking at 2, 3, 7, 8. This sees a 2, so it's 3, 7, 8. Otherwise, really nothing going on there. That's okay. It doesn't always work out. So I got, let's see, ones. Let's look for buddies here. We have these ones looking in. So there's a 1 down here. 5s are done. We have 4 and 7 that don't seem to do anything. 4 actually is a crossing on this 6, 9. So is 7. So we have 4, 7 looking down, 4, 7 looking in. This is also gonna place the 1, because look what happens here. These 2 cells are the only 2 cells in the box that can be 4 or 7. And so if we want to fit both a 4 and a 7 in the box, which the rules tell us we must, then this has to be a 4-7 pair. It's called a hidden pair, meaning that's going to exclude any other digit that we thought could go in those 2 cells, such as the 1. If I try to put a 1 here, I'm only going to have one spot left for both the 4 and 7. That's no good. So this is a 4-7 pair, which then places the 1 in the box and leaves a pair behind here. It's going to be the 3 and the 8. And that is not resolved. But this column is down to 3, 5, 8, which I'm just going to mark. And we know the 5 is up here. We already have that marked. Very nice. Okay, so we removed 3 and 8 from these 2 cells. There was no reason to think they couldn't be 3, 8 other than the hidden 4-7 pair. So that often an elimination like that can help direct you what digits to look at. So like we want to think about 3 and 8 in this row. Unfortunately, this row is pretty open. So I don't think there's anything special about 3s and 8s in this row yet. But the fact that these can't be 3, 8 was due to this hidden pair. So that's always something we want to follow up on. This row is now down to 4 open cells. So we need a 3, 6, 8, 9. This can't be the 6. So this is 3, 8, 9. This is 3, 6, 8, 9. I checked to see if that would make a quad here, but no, the quad would be 3, 7, 8. sorry, it's 3, 6, 7, 8. And if we wanted a quad out of that, so it's not. What do we want to do here? I'm not sure there's much to do here. This 4, 7, we have the 1, 5 in this row. Yeah, I'm just not seeing anything there. Let's do the columns, or the stacks. So we do have 2 5s and 2 1s looking up. It doesn't make a hidden pair because there's 3 places for 2 digits, but we can corner mark them like this. And that can help us track whether one of the cells ends up not being able to be 1, 5. Other than 1, 5, we have the 6s, which we marked. We also have this column, which is down to 4 digits. We need a 2, 3, 8, 9. So this can't be 8 or 9. So this is down to 2, 3 only. Surprisingly, okay, this can't be 9. This is 2, 3, 8. It's surprisingly open. We need a 7 in this column. Doesn't seem to do anything. Let's need a 6. That's marked. Okay. This stack here, we're getting surprisingly little from our scanning here. We have 2 5s here. So there's a 5 up here. One of these two. Here, let's look at the 2, 8. So 2, 8 have no buddies, and then 4, 9, the 4 does have a buddy. So those look up. Yeah, so we're going to corner mark the 4s here, but notice that that's the same situation. We have 4, 5, 4, 5 looking in. This isn't 4, 5. So this is a hidden pair, but you don't have to go back and look at that. What tells us that actually is our 2 corner marks here. Our overlapping corner marks here, 2 digits and 2 cells, tells us that this is a hidden 4, 5 pair because 4 needs to be one of these two, and 5 needs to be in one of these two. So we can just replace that with a 4, 5. So when I was looking for a quad earlier, what I would have found was a quint, or just looking at this 4, 5, the geometry of it, seeing 4, 5 can't go here, 4, 5 can't go here. There are lots of ways to have found this 4, 5. The quint is 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. These can't be 7, so these are 3, 6, 8, 9. But unfortunately, there's nothing eliminating that further. It doesn't mean the 7's in one of these two. Maybe that's helpful. Yeah, so we're 7 in this box. This 7 looks in. None of these are 7. This 7 looks in. So 7's in one of these two. Okay, I'm trying to think what this 4, 5 did for us. Right, and it removed 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, it didn't remove 8. 3, 6, 7, 9. So we're looking to see if there's any interesting consequences on those numbers. So 9, for example, looks in. This 9 looks in. So now 9 is in one of these two cells. We thought it could be here, but it can't. 3, 6. So 3 or 6. I mean, the 6 is here, but that's not helpful. And then 8, the 9. Yeah, okay. I think that's all we get. But these 9s do point down. This 9 points down as well, putting a 9 over here. Okay, we can see that for the column as well, that the 9's in one of these two. I really want to get more out of these. I guess this is down to 4 digits. It's always been 4 digits. We need 1, 2, 3, and 6. So this can't be 6 or 2. So this is 1, 3. In fact, this can't be 2 either. So this is 1, 3, 6. This can't be 6. This is 1, 2, 3. This can't be 1 or 1. So this is 2, 3, 6. Surprisingly little to do here. Let's do this final stack, see what it's got for us. I feel like we kind of already took care of it, but let's take a look. 7 can't do anything with. The 9s are done. We have the 4, 5, and 6. So we got the 5 and 6 marked up here. The 4 doesn't seem to do anything. Nothing's down to 4 or fewer. Okay, yeah, this stack was already taken care of. So you get through all the scanning. You didn't find anything. What do we do next? I like to go box by box because I might have missed something, right? Like I might have corner marked something, but then not respected it when I center marked. I might not have noticed some geometry that was happening. So just going back and looking at each box individually and its band and its stack simultaneously can be helpful. And so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Also, I can look at every cell and see if we maybe have a pair or triple that I missed. I'm also on the lookout for cells that look suspiciously like they may be suspiciously limited, right? So I'm looking for cells that aren't corner marked or center marked yet. but there's a lot of corner marks in the box, for example. Like these three, I mean, what I'm seeing here is we have 1, 5, and 4, 6 that these aren't. That's only 4 digits, right? So there's 5 digits left that these could be. So what I'm on the lookout for are other digits besides 1, 4, 5, 6 that are looking in that might be reducing this further. So for example, this cell can't be 8, 9. So now we know it's not 1, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. That's 6 digits. That's enough to think about what it can be, because it'll be down to 3 at most. So it can't be 1. It could be 2, 3. It can't be 4, 5, 6. It could be 7. It can't be 8, 9. So maybe we can find like a 2, 3, 7 triple somewhere or something like that. Probably not. But like if this 7 gets eliminated, that's huge, right? Because yeah, then this would be a 2, 3 pair, for just an example. These two aren't really seeing anything of note, like not enough digits. We need to see like at least 2 more digits. So I'm not going to think about those right now. These 1, 5s are nothing to like, they don't cause any eliminations. They're just kind of markings. All right, this box here, we have the 7 and 9. I do have the 7s marked here, and the 9s are marked here. We have this 4, 5 pair. It didn't seem to do anything. Okay, I'm not seeing anything to do here in this box. 3, 5, 8, we have the 5s marked. The 6s aren't really pointing. These 3 digits, we could look. We know that these aren't 5, 6, 7, 9. So for example, this 2 and 4 are looking in. So we know these aren't 2, 4, and they also aren't 5, 6, 7, 9. That's 6 digits. So we should be able to mark these with, there'll be 3 or fewer. So we do need a 1. Can't be 2. We do need a 3. They can't be 4, 5, 6, 7. They could be 8. So they're down to 1, 3, 8. And there we go. We just found a triple. So as soon as I marked this, I saw, okay, well, these are both 2, 3, 8. They line up in the column. They also line up in the box. But, sorry, in the row. They line up in the row and also the box. But in the row, we have another 1, 3. So this makes a 1, 3, 8 triple. So the first thing we can actually learn from this 1, 3, 8 triple, which seems even like more interesting potentially. Either way is interesting, right? The 1, 3, 8 traditionally, you say that eliminates 1, 3, and 8 from these 3 cells. That means this can't be 3, 8, so this is going to be a 5, and then these are going to be the 2 digits that remain. Looks like the 7 and the 9, right? But also, if you just look at this 1, 3, 8, it may be more important to first notice that this cell can't be 8. And so when these become 1, 3, and 8 in some order, this one won't be the 8, so the 8 will be in one of these two. So we can corner mark that and say that the 8 is claimed in this box, which means this can't be an 8, which does form a 3, 5 pair here. And that 3, 5 pair is going to remove 3 from these two, and it's also going to remove 3 from here, giving us this 8 and this 3. And so, but in addition to that, now this 1, 3, 8, the 3 can't be in these two. It's a 1, 8 pair now, which makes this a 3. That gives us the 5 and 3. So this is collapsing a whole lot about this puzzle. This 1, 8 pair also removes 1 from here. And we're down to 7, 9 across here. I don't know what I said earlier, but 7, 9 is the correct 2 digits that this is down to. Anyway, that's 2, that's 7. This 2 goes down, giving us the 3. That 7 eliminated, giving us the 7 and 9 based on our corner marks. So this is a 9 here. That's not a 9. Okay, that's not a 3. So you can see how my strategy found the important thing without having to overmark the grid. Just going box by box, look at anything you might have missed and look at suspicious cells. That's my recommendation for how do I continue after I finish scanning and I haven't completed the puzzle. Okay, so we just got a bunch of stuff. We want to make sure we follow up on that properly. The first thing, like when I'm at this stage in the puzzle, like I could go back and look at buddies, and I think that can be fruitful. But the first thing I want to do is look to see if I've created any like super restricted rows or columns. So like this is down to 3. I want to just look at that immediately because sometimes I can just boost your solve and get it done. So here we need 2, 4, and 7. I can see that these 2 7s look down. And so this is the only place for 7. And now we need 2, 4, and this 4 tells us that's 2 and that's 4. So there we go. We just finished the row without having to do too much thought, right? That gives us the 1 and the 6, and now we can just follow this around, giving us the 1, 5. The 1 also gives us the 2. The 6 eliminated that, making that a 6. We get our 4 and our 5, we get the 6 here. This is down to a pair, that's down to a pair. I'm going to look at those first, right? So I have 1, I need 2, and I'm looking to see if it's finished, right? And it is. So that's our 2. And then I also need a 4. And then over here, oh yeah, that 4, let's follow up. Give us the 7 and 4. Over here we have a 3 left. This 3 tells us the 3 goes here, and we have an 8. Okay, this column is now just done with a 9. This column's down to 3 digits. We have a 1. We need 2, 8, 9. This 2 can't be here, so the 2 ends up down here. This is an 8 because it can't be 9. All right, that's a 9. That's not an 8. Over here is a triple, so we need a 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, 4. 4 can only go here because of these 2 4s, and so this is 2, 3. You'd find some of this by just looking at buddies of again, but at this point in the puzzle, it's just faster to just look at really restricted rows, columns, boxes. Anyway, we need an 8 here. In this row, we need a 3, and then in this box, we need an 8. All right. This is a pair. We need a 1, and I'm always looking to see if it's resolved. We need an 8, this 8. So that's 1 and 8. This is a triple for the column. We need 1, 7, 8. I'm seeing these 2 1s look in, actually. But we don't have the 1s resolved. This is 1, 2, 3. All right, so now I'm seeing we need 1, 2, 3 for the row, and this sees 2, 3. So this can only be 1. That's 8 and 1. And then this is 2, 3. And then this is 3, 7, but the 7 tells us the order. That's 3, that's 7, that's 3, that's 2, that's 3, that's 2. Up here we need a 7 and an 8, and then we're done. All right. Solve 169. I'm doing this pretty late. Cool. Well, this was an interesting puzzle because you basically have to find this 178 triple. And that 178 triple just completely trivialized the rest of the puzzle, at least with the markings and discoveries we already had. But I didn't have a whole lot of interesting stuff marked, to be honest. Not a whole lot of digits placed from the initial scan on bands and stacks. And so then I went box by box, and then in this box I discovered that these 2 cells were down to 3 or fewer. And the reason I mark 3 or fewer is because I know that triples are often important in these puzzles. And so if you mark every cell that can be 3 or fewer, you're going to be able to find all the pairs and triples without having all these other cells marked getting in your way of trying to find those. So cool. I wonder if I could have seen some kind of like 3, 5, 9 hidden triple in this row. I mean, it is, but I wonder how hard that would have been to notice. Probably a little difficult. I'm not going to go back and look. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this. If you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.